readers, at this time, we're going to cover our last notes for today. Good writers can choose the best summary by finding the main idea. So remember, here are our notes. A summary is a main idea. A main idea is who, what, and why. When we get to the main idea, we're going to draw a sun. Seeing a sun reminds us that this is a summary, like summer. Now, today we're going to talk specifically about the best summary of a speech. A speech is when someone shares publicly. Mary McLeod Bethune, what democracy means for me. Democracy is for me and for 12 million Black Americans a goal towards which our nation is marching. It is a dream and an ideal in whose ultimate realization we have a deep and abiding faith. For me, it's based on Christianity, in which we confidently entrust our destiny as people. Under God's guidance in this great democracy, we are rising out of the darkness of slavery into the light of freedom. Here, my race has been afforded the opportunity to advance from a people of 80% illiterate to people 80% literate, from abject poverty to the ownership and operation of a million farms and 750,000 homes, from disenfranchisement to participation in government, from the status of chattels to recognized contributors of the American culture. Ooh, there's a lot of really tricky words. So as we read this, please make sure that if you see a line that sticks out to you, you take the time to underline it. So for me, I'm going to go back and I'm going to underline democracy is for me and 12 million Black Americans, a goal towards which our nation is marching. I'm also going to underline here my race has been afforded the opportunity. This tells me that she thinks that democracy is important for all people, and she's really excited about how Black people have been progressing. The next one says, our faith envisions is a fundamental change as mutual respect and understanding between our races comes from the path of spiritual awakening. Certainly there have been times, I'm going to skim it, and then look, it says, and yet we have always been loyal to the ideals of American democracy have been attacked. Ooh, underline that. We have fought for the democratic freedom of quality of opportunity, quality of the ballot box, for the guarantees of life and pursuit of happiness. Yes, we have fought for America with all her imperfections, not so much for what she is, but for what we know she can be. Perhaps the greatest battle is for us, the fight for a new America. Freeless, free, united, morally armed, in which 12 million Negroes stand shoulder to shoulder with fellow Americans, will strive that this nation under God will have new birth of freedom, and that the government of the people and by people shall not perish from earth. This dream, this idea, this aspiration is what democracy means to her. Okay, so I draw a sun next to the word summary. I ask myself, who is this speech about? Mary McLeod Bethune. What? She believes in freedom. Why? For Black Americans. I cross off B and C. I slash the trash. Now I'm down to A and D. Which one talks about what Mary believes? The one that best matches what Mary believes is A. Please circle A. Number 2. Now you're going to read this speech with Martin Luther King. It says, a time to break silence. He's going to talk about what he believes in his heart and why people are talking. Remember, if it gets too tricky, ask yourself who, what, why. Slash the trash and choose your answer. You can do it. At this time, please pause it and take the time to read with your partners. Afterwards, you and your partner are going to read this small speech by Bono, who is a musician. You're going to also answer this question, okay? Once you finish, you will raise a hand and let Miss Barbas look at your work. Ready? Go.